Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to share my top 10 ways that I've been able to save money on an extremely tight budget. And the goal of my channel, again, is to be your accountability partner and to inspire you as you live your lives and figure out your individual journeys. As many of you know, I did quit my job in December of last year, and it is to pursue entrepreneurship. And I do have a part-time job, but trust me when I say it covers the bare minimum necessities when it comes to expenses. So I want to share my top 10 ways that I've been able to save money. Of course, there are many, but here are the top 10. I do have a bonus 11th tip. And then I also want to tell you about my day 48 update for my 100-day challenge. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to just breeze through these. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and ask whatever you want. And if you like anything that you hear, please click the like button. And if you want to hear more videos from me, please subscribe. So the number one tip that I have is not watching TV. And no, it's not because of the commercials, because I'm sure you get tons of commercials on YouTube as well. But because for me, I watch a lot of reality TV when I do watch TV. And that really skews my perspective when it comes to what's normal in terms of what I should have in my life. So I don't want to think that it's normal to always have my nails freshly done, my hair freshly done, pampering myself all the time, going out to lunch, going to happy hour, having alcohol all the time. So I really had to just, get rid of the temptation and spend more time watching YouTube. So that's number one. Number two is avoiding fast food and just avoid eating out altogether if you can. Of course, everything in moderation. You can still eat out if you want to, but try to minimize the amount of times that you eat out every week. So for me, I had a huge problem with eating out. There were months when I had to go back to my financial statements and see where did my money go for the month. And there were times when I spent $500 to $700 a month on food. My biggest culprit was using Uber Eats. Yes, I know it's terrible, but there were months when I would just order lunch every day to my job from Uber Eats. And I figured, it's only a fraction of what I'm earning today. I might as well just, splurge and treat myself to something nice. But it really, really adds up. And, the next tip is actually goes hand in hand with that. It's cooking at home. Number three is cooking at home. And this can be challenging, especially if you do work full time, because it's hard to always pack a lunch the day before or the morning of to take to work with you. But I have really found a gift in snacking. So instead of packing a full lunch for the day, maybe I'll cook in the morning and cook at night. And then for lunch, I'll have snackish foods. So for me, I have a big jar of almonds at work. And then I'll also bring in grapes, oranges, bananas, different things that I can just quickly grab and snack on throughout the day. And I know exactly what's in the food that I cook. I know exactly what's in my snacks. So I've actually paired this tip, which is number three, cooking at home, with one of my health goals, which is to get my hormones in balance and just be healthier overall. So it's really been helpful for me to know like how much sugar, how much salt, how much butter is in every one of my dishes. And I've also been able to eat a lot more fresh fruits and vegetables through cooking at home because it's easier to eat fresh than it is to cook sometimes. So the next step is shopping with a plan. So I personally am guilty of stress and leisure shopping. So whether I'm really happy or I'm really sad, I will shop. And it's kind of hard to believe because I don't have, I'm not very materialistic, but what I'll do is I'll just get in my car, go for a drive, end up at Target, get a cart, stop at the little Starbucks, get a latte, and just walk around. I'll have my earbuds in, listening to YouTube videos or on the phone with a friend. And I'll just throw things on my cart as I see them, things that I, had no need for before I went into Target. So the way my budget is set up right now, I cannot do that. As a substitute for that, I do have to be in the stores more often because I am grocery shopping once or maybe twice a week because I'm getting a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. And the grocery store that I go to actually gives free coffee and tea. So I'm shopping. I have my list of things that I want to get. and I'm having a sip of, tea or coffee, whatever I want for the day. And it's a very similar feel. I can still put my headphones in, talk on the phone to a friend, or get on YouTube, but I'm going with a plan. And I do the same thing with shopping for clothes as well. And a big tip here is you never have to buy your clothes for full price. If you subscribe to your favorite stores, you'll always be able to see when there's a big sale. I usually get my clothes for at least 40% off whenever I do shop, whether that's online or in the store. So that's been great for my budget. And I also know exactly what I want to get when I go to the store. So I have a trip for a bachelorette party weekend this weekend, and I needed a bathing suit. So I went online and I found the bathing suit that I was looking for. I bought it, and then that was it. So just shopping with a plan, knowing what you want, having tunnel vision to get it, and then finding alternative ways to find your leisure in shopping, whether that's putting in your headphones and listening to YouTube while you shop or talking to a friend. You can still do those things, but just, have a plan. Number 4 is drinking more water. So for me, I am experimenting with intermittent fasting. So drinking more water helps keep me full through the day. And not only that, it also just reinforces that I am a health guru, because I put my lemon juice in my water. I carry it around in a big BPA-free plastic container. I'm using filtered water that I have in the refrigerator. So I'm not, buying water bottles all the time. That's going to cost more money. And I'm just reinforcing the idea that I am a health guru. I can cook my own food at home. I don't eat fast food. I don't like fast food. So yeah, drinking more water definitely helps when it comes to those things. So number 6 is using company resources. So if you do have a full-time or a part-time job, a lot of times those employers will have lots of benefits and perks that you'll have access to through being an employee there. With my part-time job, I don't get health benefits and a lot of other benefits that full-time employees get, but I do have access to the gym for free. I have access to the library for free. I get Microsoft Office Suite free, and also Adobe Creative Suite for free. So there are a lot of subscriptions that, excuse me, that I usually would pay for, but I don't have to pay for anymore because of the free resources at my job. And some of you will work for employers who will also allow you to print for free and do other things that will save you a lot of money. So that actually brings me to my next tip, which is stopping subscriptions that either no longer serve you or that you can hold off on until you have the finances to really support those subscriptions. So for me, the subscription that I dropped was my gym membership. And depending what gym you go to, that's going to save you $20 to $100 a month. For me, I was going to Planet Fitness, so that's $20 a month that it saves, but every little bit counts. And when I'm comfortable to do so, I will probably give up my Audible subscription temporarily while I get my finances back to where I want them to be. For you, it may be Netflix. It may be, I hate to say this, but, sponsoring a child. Of course, I sponsor a couple of children and I will keep those subscriptions, but depending on your budget, they may be things that you want to give up temporarily. The 8th tip that I have is being creative with outings. So just because you're trying to save money does not mean you have to not have fun and be bored in the house all day. Woe is me, I have to save money. I still go out and I still have a good time and I still save my coins. So the way that I do this is taking advantage of, again, company resources. A lot of times my company, which is a school, will have events and things that are free and entertaining and educational. You can subscribe to community email lists that'll tell you, what's hot to do in the neighborhood or, in the city for the month or for the week. I've also learned to enjoy doing just regular things with other people, be it, grocery shopping for art supplies, brainstorming book ideas, doing business together, cooking together. I think I said that makes a really nice date if you're interested in that. So just learning different ways to see situations to be, fun and social Also, things like $5 Tuesdays with AMC for the movies. Like all of these things, just think of things to be creative and go out and still have fun while you're saving money. So number 9 is sharing resources. So many of you may know that I do live at home with my parents right now. And I'm definitely an advocate for staying at home with your parents as long as, you get along with them well, you're willing to abide by, the rules of the house, and they give you space. I think it's a perfect way to go about things when you're trying to save money. And then we'll also share the expenses of, toiletries, laundry, supplies, groceries. And you may live in a community, if you don't live with your parents even, you may live in a community where you have shared resources like a community garden or a gym or other things that are available to you in the community. My 10th tip is DIYs. So do it yourself. There are so many things that you can do yourself. We live in an era where, you can look up how to do anything and learn how to do it and probably do it really well. So for example, my hair, I did this myself. It probably took me longer than it would have taken me if I went to get it done professionally, and it probably isn't as neat as a professional would have done it, but for my purposes, it serves me really well. I probably saved $150 on this style because I actually wanted to do the faux locks, and they were running anywhere from $100 to $300, not including the price of the hair. So I definitely saved a lot. Doing my own hair, I actually looked up a YouTube video and found out how to do it and just went for it. I also know how to do my own fingernails. They're not done right now. I'm so sorry. But I do know how to shape them and put paint polish on them. I don't know how to do my own pedicures just yet, but I have reduced the amount of times that I've gone to get pedicures since I have not been working full time. What else? I tweeze my own eyebrows, and I also do my own wax. So I actually make a wax with a very simple solution, which is water, lemon juice, sugar, mostly sugar, and a little bit of salt. And I boil it, and then I take it off the heat. It's just a very sticky solution that you'll lay on the areas that you need wax and just, rip it off with some kind of cloth. So that saved me about $150 every other month. So, there are tons of things that you can learn to do on your own that'll really save your money. So I'm just going to quickly go back through the top 10 things that I do to save money on my very tight budget. So number 1, not watching TV, reframing what you think is normal for your life, and just, changing your perspective on what you need to have. Number 2, avoiding fast food. Number 3, cooking at home. 4, shopping with a plan. 5, drink more water. 6, use company resources. 7, being creative with your outings. 8, stopping some of your subscriptions. 9, sharing resources. And 10, doing things yourself. So now I want to get to my 11th bonus tip, which is really my favorite tip because it kind of weaves itself through all of these other tips, as well as, a wide variety of other ways that you can use to save money. And it's simply changing your perspective. So realize that you are not losing anything by learning these ways to save money and sticking to them. You're gaining everything through delayed gratification. You're gaining experience and new skill sets that allow you to save money. So you're being more creative and you're getting smarter and more strategic about the way that you live your life and do things and save money. You're inspiring people around you to do better with their own finances and just empowering yourself and other people to do what you thought you may not have been able to do. So if you can look at things like that, it's going to be so much easier for you to look at these ways to save money and actually stick with it. My computer's getting ready to die. I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. And if you agree with that, you're not losing anything, put delayed gratification in the comments below just to let me know if you're feeling what I'm saying with that. And then Now I just want to quickly let you know about my day 48 update. So I did something really important over the last few days, which is develop a survey for my current coaching clients, which will allow me to get some feedback on what worked really well for our coaching arrangement and what I can possibly improve on for my next group of clients, or for them if they decide that they want to work with me again. So I'm going to be sharing those questions with my clients this week and next week, and then just reshaping my program for the next group of clients going forward. So I'm really excited about that. Again, if you are doing your own 100-day challenge, please let me know about it in the comments so that I can follow you and support you on your journey. And if you liked anything that I said in today's video, and you want to continue on this journey with me, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to connecting with you all in the next video. Thank you. Good night.